What an adventure. We're here with Scalp Creek Outfitters. I never thought I'd be bighorn ram hunting. So this is a hunting trip of a lifetime.
We had a nice cowboy breakfast this morning, loaded up the packs, got everything ready to go. We've been on the horses now for 2 hours. We got 4 more hours to go. It's a tough ride in, but hey, it's worth it. Bighorns are there. How tough's the ride, 1 out of 10?
I'd say 9.5.
9.5 out of 10? How long's the ride?
Oh, to the first camp it's about 6.5 to 7 hours depending on what happens.
So we're going through river bottoms,
yeah,
halfway, and then start to scale up to the pass?
Yeah, then we go over the pass, yeah.
And what's on the other side?
Heaven.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, a little bit cold, a little bit sore, a lot of it sore. That was more than half of the trip in to the actual camp. This is just a spike camp, an in-between spot where we're gonna crash tonight. And then get on the horses again in the morning and do another huge ride. So that was a huge ride. There was, you know, went through rivers and streams and up and down canyons, and it was tough. I mean, the horses had a tough time. We stopped now because the horses need a break, and to be totally honest, so do I. My legs are burning, my knees are pretty sore, and everything is just sore. So now we're gonna have a fire, have some food, and probably pass out. So anyway, we have all this stuff hidden up here because of grizzly bears, and we have fences around our camps because of grizzly bears. But you know, if you're a naturalist or one of those guys that doesn't really believe that there's grizzly bears in Alberta, you're right. There's no grizzly bears. That's why we do all this stuff, because there's none. Oh yeah, that was a bit. Something ripped. That part of me is not going to be dry for the rest of the trip.
Ryan and I discussed last night, you know, we don't know what's about to unfold, but we're very excited to be a part of this together, and we'll let you know where that goes.
We're going to go up over that pass, and beyond that pass is heaven. Just one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. To top it off, there's bighorn sheep in here somewhere. We just gotta find them. Okay, we just took a break. They're just showing us the area right now. If you look over there, you can see all the mountains that we're going to be hunting, and I guess around the corner too. Off to bighorn country. Off to kill a bighorn. Best hunt in the world. Okay, well we have officially landed. It's been 2 full days on a horse. I'm hunting here with Rob Erickson from Scalp Creek Outfitters. If you're going to come and do this, get an outfitter for sure. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's a horseman. He knows how to get back here. You get the full experience, the full meal deal. Once you get here, it's amazing. The mountains all around us are just gorgeous. Yeah, I think what we're going to do now is get some food, just relax, take care of the horses, put our stuff away, gather all our stuff, and then start looking for sheep, man. This is it, the hunt of a lifetime with Scalp Creek Outfitters.
Coming up next, On the Edge.
I looked at his eyes, and his eyes were popping out of his head. He looked like he was scared, and it's for good reason. He didn't know where to put his footing. We're finally hunting. Scott's going with his guide Kyle, and I'm heading out with Rob. Rob is the vice president of the Wild Sheep Foundation, Alberta. So we're in good hands. He also owns Scalp Creek Outfitters. It's one of the best places to go for bighorns in Alberta. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not easy. It's a 2-day ride into here. We just rode an hour to where we are now, and now we're gonna have to go up Hell's Gate to see if we can find some sheep. So you gotta be tough. If you're looking for something that's a real challenge, a real wilderness challenge, this is it. This is definitely it. Going straight up. We're trying to get to this meadow, but we make one mistake, and we're dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts here. One mistake, you're dead. Don't worry, I'm gonna be as careful as careful. The word careful is definitely about me right now. Are you kidding? I hope this looks like it actually is on video, because this is like, I feel like a billy goat. If you want to come to a place like this to hunt sheep, you got to have a good guide. Without Rob being here, there's no way I'm coming here on my own. It's just too dangerous. I go foot by foot. I walk behind Rob. And of course, 40's got the camera, so he's trying to film some of it. Decided to film us going around, but stay back. And then when we had him come across, I mean, I looked at his eyes, and his eyes were popping out of his head. He looked like he was scared. And it's for good reason. He didn't know where to put his footing. And I can tell you right now that it's the last time I want to have that feeling of having my cameraman being in like mortal danger like that, where it's real serious.
This is why they call it hellhole.
Sheep hunting is an incredible sport, something that you got to do if you have never done it. Take a guide, go with an outfitter, and if you want to go with the best outfitter that will keep you alive, Rob Erickson, the vice president of the Sheep Foundation of Alberta. Well, that's cool. After you go through the hellhole, you get into Heaven's Gate. My eyes can't even consume that much amazement that I see when I'm in here, and I just look around. It's like you walked into Jurassic Park or some kind of crazy place out of a Sinbad movie from the 1970s, and some one-eyed cyclops is going to run around one of those ridges and start chasing us. It's just incredible. To be able to take something out of here would be, you'd never forget it for the rest of your life.
Country now, just getting above timberline. We're serious today. Scalp Creek Outfitters took us to the peaks. If you look around you, there's nothing but rock, and that's what we're climbing right now. Just nothing but rock. We saw a band of ewes and a yearling ram. And we saw a 4-year-old ram this morning. And we're going in for the big boys now. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Well, we took a swing and we missed. There wasn't any rams in that basin. So, plan B. Go down this basin what we came through again, look at it again.
What is this? Out of a range of like easy, medium, or hard. He said this is probably some of the hardest stuff. If you ever wanted to know what Scree was like on the mountain, that's it. One wrong move and you're dust. Yeah.
Almost to the top of this thing. They say don't look down.
Plan B.
Scott's deciding to take a swim in the ice-cold glacier water in the Alberta mountains.
Take him long to get out of there.
No.
It's kind of a little dangerous.
Well, you could walk right there. There's a nice little path.
Yeah, it's just getting it. First sheep hunter to take a swim, I bet, huh? I think so. All right, crazy New Yorkers.
Coming up next on The Edge.
We just scaled probably 150 foot wall straight up. Well, if you just saw this footage, we just scaled probably 150 foot wall straight up. We had a tough hike, very extreme to get into this basin that we're about to glass. Hopefully you'll see some of this footage. But we had to come up a sheer cliff first. No safety nets.
My pants are falling down. Almost slipped in the water. That's the thing about hunting sheep is you go slow enough where it's physically doable, but there's so many other things that can get you. Like heat stroke right now. I mean, it's like plus 30 out here. How about slipping on one of these rocks, twisting your ankle? How are you gonna get out? Or the good old grizzly bear that's been digging all day in that meadow, but if he decides to show up. Okay, so we saw a bunch of ewes. Just over here there was 7 or 8 ewes and we were watching them, and I just decided to turn around and look the other direction, the way we had come from. And there's this slope here with all these little willows, and bang, these 2 bighorns stand up and start feeding all around in them. The one was dark and heavy and looked awesome from where I was. We were probably about 1,000 yards away, but anyway, we saw one. So we're gonna see if we can't come around on them and see if we can't catch them up to them again.
We were just coming off the basin where I just left you, and we just topped over the ridge, and we looked down below, and our horse was on his back and he was kicking. It was the most startling thing I think I've seen in the whole trip, and I've never seen that happen before ever. But he was on his back kicking. My first thought was maybe a grizzly had gotten a hold of him, and the next thing I saw was our guide, running down to the horse. I mean, just leaping over boulders to get him. I mean, it's startling. I'm disturbed right now. I mean, the amount of my heart beating, when I saw that horse on his back, I can't describe it. It was just really startling to see something like that. But the horse is okay. As you can see, he's got a few nicks on him, but I guess that happens from time to time. He was tied up to this big rock, and he evidently must have pulled out on it and slipped on the rocks or something, and then got tangled and was rolling on his back right in these rocks. Oh, close call. But these adventures, things happen. I can honestly tell you that there hasn't been a single hunt that I've been on that something like this hasn't happened. I mean, you just wait long enough and do this kind of activity, something like that is going to take place. So I'm glad the horse is okay, and the hunt's going to continue. You know, I owe all this to my daughter Daphne. She was my training partner. If it wasn't for her riding on my back for 2 months, this might have been a little more difficult. But we made light work out of it, so I have to thank my daughter, Daphne, 6 years old, enabled this 48-year-old to climb to the peak of the mountain. We took it to the top today. We are literally at the highest, one of the highest points in Alberta, certainly in this region. That's ram hunting, and it's not easy, but it's very exciting hunting and very challenging hunting. We sure did give it heck today. We got a long journey back. We've got about a 3-hour hike back before dark, and hopefully that will be uneventful.
We got a ram around the corner here. He's alone right now. He just came out of a crack in the earth. But the only thing is our wind's going right to him, which makes it, almost impossible. But you never know. We'll see how it goes. There's a bunch of rams here. We're just trying to see if one's legal now. But we're winded again. I mean, they're running away, and they're way, way, way out there. They're already running away. It's getting tight. It's getting pretty tight for a ram. We're seeing lots, though. Lots of sheep, lots of rams. Just nothing legal. Yet.
Coming up next, On the Edge.
That's a lot of sheep for one spot. I mean, we haven't come even close to the numbers that are in this place. This is like big numbers for sheep. It's 7:42 right now, so we only have about maybe 40 minutes of light left, half an hour. And we came up around this bend and there was sheep everywhere. 4 rams and 14 sheep, but no shooters. One was 2 or 3 or 4 years, which is awesome. I mean, that's the most sheep we've seen yet. It's too bad one of those big rams didn't come out from that bottom, because it was like a ram, and they got a little bigger, and a little bigger, and then the last one came out, he was a little bigger, but not big enough. So, it's pretty neat though. Lots of rams, lots of sheep. That's a lot of sheep for one spot. I mean, we haven't come even close to the numbers that are in this place. This is like big numbers for sheep. Yeah, you've seen us get down to. We're trapped. We're trapped by a bighorn right now. We don't know if he's got buddies. We're just walking away from these 14 rams. Came down this little draw, came over this hill, and then bang, another ram shows up. He's not legal, but they're in bachelor groups right now, so we thought maybe he'd be with more groups, or with more rams. He goes over the hill, so we start going his way, and then he comes back. So now he spotted us again. Bugger. Can't see him there. What a night. 5 rams and 10 sheep. There was even some lambs there, which is really good because, there's more sheep being made. Just excellent. Just an awesome night. We came, just for the last hour and a half. And here they are, rams everywhere, sheep everywhere. Just no shooters, so we'll be back here. This is a good spot.
So far, the rams have succeeded at eluding us. And that's unacceptable. You need to pull from some source inside of you to get up these things. It's either you're gonna take the mountain or the mountain's gonna take you. So you gotta get mad and you just gotta go and be careful, because you don't get a second chance up here.
sleeping on the side of a mountain like this isn't really a lot of fun. This is the craziest thing I've ever done, for sure.
I got a text on the satellite phone. The guys didn't come back last night. They didn't make it back to camp, which is crazy because they were in a spot that was, well, they were in Hellhole, which is a nasty, nasty place. I just hope they're not dead.